up the hide, and Buddy's outside getting started working on that. We had a longhorn hide, our first longhorn hide he's going to be working on. So he's outside working on that, but I got my Amazon order in, and I figured since y'all are here, I'll go ahead and open some of these things up with you. There was just some things that we were needing to add to our kitchen supplies, and I figured y'all might enjoy it. It's just gonna be random. I'm just opening it up, just gonna be random. But this is press and seal. This is a luxury item, guys. You do not need press and seal to survive, but I do enjoy it, especially on Sundays for church. I really enjoy being able to wrap some press and seal around my things, my food. So anyway, that's what that's for. Again, it's just a luxury item, and I do highly recommend those reusable plastic. I'm trying to think of who makes them. I don't know if Glad makes them. I don't know who makes them, but they almost looks like, and you probably could use a shower cap, right? Like a lady's shower cap. That's what they look like, but they're awesome because they're just plastic and have those little elastic in them, and you can rinse and reuse them over and over again. That's what I really like. But in this season that I'm in right now, press and seal. Press and seal is where it's at. Also, I needed more gallon size freezer bags, and I was happy with the price that I found on Amazon, so I went ahead and got some of them to stock up. We use these a lot as we're bringing in produce from the garden. It's really lovely to have these gallon size freezer bags to throw everything in and put it in the freezer and then deal with it at a later date to go ahead and process it. The next thing up, speaking of garden, I'm going to switch gears. This has been on my wish list for a little while, and I have another set of these, so I know I love these. I actually have a set of these. This is garden slash prepping, because with all of the rolling brownouts that they're talking about and things like that, it's good to have backup plans for when your power goes out. So these are solar lights, and they are awesome, awesome, awesome. I would say for inside or outside use. I take this little solar panel, I'll tell you what I do. I have one set of these exact ones. I will link these below for you because we've had them for years now. I have one set in my living room over top my fireplace, and I put this solar panel in the window, and then it automatically, like always, is charged up, and the lights automatically come on every evening, and it's just like so homey and cozy and warm feeling. And also, when the power goes out and you're scrambling to get your oil lamps or your flashlights or all your things, it's really, really nice to have solar lights in your house that are already turned on, so you're not trying to function in the pitch black. So I've also added little solar twinkle lights to each of my kids' bedrooms, and it's really nice in the evenings. The twinkle lights come on because you know one of the first things that happens when the power goes out is if the little kids are awake, they all start freaking out, right? Because it's pitch black and they can't see anything. So having those little twinkle lights in their rooms really help. But these are not going in my house. These are going in my garden because I really enjoy working in my garden in the evenings. And I have one set of these already on my chicken coop out there, but I could really stand to use another set to really lighten up the other side of the garden. So that's what this is going to be. This is going to be lighting for my garden, and I'm so happy to have it. Super duper happy to have it. I love these little lights, guys. I would put these on my back porch, on my front porch. I would put these on the kids' tiny house, on the back chicken coop. I could really go crazy with them. I just really enjoy them. Okay, next up is this SUNWARRIOR protein powder, and this is a powder with greens. It's called Clean Greens Protein, made by SUNWARRIOR. Super simple ingredients. Love it. We've been using that. We still like the basic, the plain SUNWARRIOR protein too, but I say anytime that you can get your greens in is a wonderful thing. These two are both tropical vanilla, so it's gonna be our first time trying the tropical vanilla, but we have kind of switched over to these because they're the same price as your classic SUNWARRIOR, and we can all use more greens in our life. So next up is, I have two of these actually. These are the Beauty Greens by SUNWARRIOR, and I've been enjoying the pina colada flavor. If you don't like the pina colada flavor, they have just the basic greens, and I think they might have a couple other ones too, but I've been liking the pina colada. It does kind of have a little bit of a fake taste to it, I think, the pina colada, but I like to put pineapple in my smoothies anyway, and yeah, it's growing on me. It's growing on me. So I got two of these. Why am I stocking up on these? Because for one, this is our lunch every single day. Me and the kids, we have smoothies every single day for lunch. And then two is that this is high nutrition, okay? This is, we talk about calorie dense foods when we talk about foods that are superfoods and really good for your health, which going into whatever we're facing to go into, I want everybody to, their bodies, your immune system, everything to be functioning at its peak. And if you get sick and you don't feel like eating, these things are wonderful because they are a meal in and of themselves, and not just a meal. It's not just like a bowl of chicken soup. I mean, this is like for real, like really great things. So I know moving forward, if these are not available, I can make my own protein powder blends. I have all of the things to make it. I have quinoa, I have oats, I have different things. I have amaranth. I can blend and make my own protein powder, but I really do enjoy at this time just going ahead and buying it already pre-made. Frees up my time for other things. So let's move on to the next thing. And methinks it might be the last thing. It might be the last thing. No, I'm sorry. There's one other thing. Well, one mini other thing, but look, it already got scavenged. Toothpaste. Y'all know I linked this below before. I've been enjoying getting this little kids toothpaste. This is made by Red Seal, and it is all of the frees, paraben free, and it's the go. Welcome to old age. Anyway, it's a good toothpaste, fluoride free, and I can't remember what the other one is called, but anyway, it's the thing that causes the mouth sores and stuff like that that's in some of the toothpaste. Can't remember it. Anyway, got 2 tubes of that. These are all on auto ship, our toothpaste, so that way I don't have to shop for them. And then the last thing is GOYA beans. So I went ahead and ordered, look at that, Houston, Texas, distributed by Houston, good old Texas. Texas. You like it when they write Texas and they write it real big. So GOYA beans, these were 10 cents an ounce, I think. I paid on Amazon, and could I find them cheaper maybe somewhere else? Maybe, possibly. But when I was in the store the other day, I looked and I didn't see, I don't think I saw 10 cents an ounce for dry beans. Maybe I'm wrong, or maybe it's just my area or my store, but they were, I think they were slightly more than that. And I was like, I'll just order them on Amazon. So they came in basically, I think it's 25 pounds of beans. They're in 1 pound bags. So it's 25 bags in this box and then 25 bags in this box. These are just navy beans. I already have black beans and red kidney beans. No, I have pinto beans, I'm sorry. I have pinto beans, black beans, and now I will have navy beans. So that's gonna pretty much, I think, round out my bean collection, unless I decide to do kidney beans now that I said it. But I'm not sure. I have a lot of beans growing in the garden too, so I'm not gonna totally freak out on that. But protein, why did I get it? Talk about purposeful prepping, talk about specific, right? Being very specific, because beans will fill you up. Beans are plant power, right? And high protein. So anyway, with all that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and make up some pumpkin breads for us for dessert tonight. I'm probably gonna get some dinner stuff started, and then I'm gonna take you outside and show you all of the amazing work that the kids did today while I was gone. And yes, if I turn you around here, see my laundry? There's my little laundry rack. That thing holds a ton of laundry. I keep debating if I need to get a second rack, but it really does a great job. And the only reason I have it in here is because we've had a lot of rain and a lot of humidity. So Lord willing, I know after this week we'll be good to go and I can just put the laundry outside. But for right now, it really does a tremendous job and I love it so much. I've had it for a couple years now, and it's collapsible. You can move it around, which is really nice. So I might end up getting another one come this winter when we're doing all of our clothes drying mostly inside with the wood stoves and stuff. So anyway, and I just put the fans on and that helps to keep the air moving, but I'm loving that. Simple soup for dinner tonight, and soups I just kind of like to make them up as I go for the most part. If I'm just making a quick dinner soup, soups are great because you can stretch them, and it's a great way to use all of those dry goods that you have in your pantry and all of your canned goods that you have in your pantry. So soup it is tonight. You can serve it with a fresh loaf of bread or cornbread or however you want to do it, or just plain like we're doing it tonight. So tonight for our soup, I just added some water into my pot. I'm gonna turn that on a nice medium and get that going. And to that, I'm going to add some nutritional yeast. I'm gonna make a chicken, vegetable, potato soup tonight. Nutritional yeast, that's optional. Garlic powder to taste. You could do fresh garlic if you have that. I'm gonna do a little onion powder. You have to grow more parsley. There's some out there. And I have a bunch of herbs that I need to harvest and bring in. They are ready to go. And I actually got out my dehydrator today in hopes of harvesting some of that stuff and getting it in here. This is just a little curry powder, and what I love about curry powder, adding it to chicken recipes, even your broths that you can or anything, it just gives it a lot of great health benefits, but also it gives it that beautiful chicken color, which of course we eat with our eyes, so that's important. And let's see, just a little salt and pepper. And to that, I'm gonna open up a can of my chicken that I canned earlier in the year. When did I can that? Looks like I canned that back in April. I have a lot more chicken out there to process. A lot. So, and ducks. So we need to, little by little, start getting them processed and how I like doing the chickens is I like it if we can do just 1 or 2 chickens at a time and then bring them in, and as soon as we bring them in, I wash them up in the sink, and then I put them in a big pot and let them cook for a few hours. Or if they fit in my Instant Pot, I love putting them in my Instant Pot and letting them cook in there and then I just cook them until they're all falling apart. When all the meat is falling off of them, I take them out, pull all the meat off, put the bones back in the Instapot, make bone broth with that, and then I can up all of the chicken meat. So for our little backyard birds, it's like averages about 1 or 2 quarts of meat per bird. Or a chicken pot pie or chicken and biscuits type deal. It's the perfect amount of meat for that, for family size. Now, if there's just 2 of you at home, a quart of chicken is going to be quite a lot of chicken. So to this, I'm going to add in my vegetables, my canned vegetables. And a friend of mine told me this, and I'm gonna start doing it, sorry, is that when they pick vegetables fresh or fruit and they can it, a lot of that nutrition is in the, we need a new can opener. A lot of the nutrition is in the vegetables, or I'm sorry, is in the water that they canned it in. So if you rinse this out and only use the vegetables, you've lost a lot of the nutrition. So remember that, guys, when you're canning things and you're prepping, use that liquid, because that's where a lot of your vitamins and all your nutrition is actually in the liquid. Okay guys, I cannot do a video without showing you my green smoothie, because I've tried some different things with it to kind of adapt it to a prepper type situation. Like I said earlier, there are ways that I could make my own protein powder. I have all the dry bulk goods in my pantry to do that, but I was also working with the idea of using canned fruit in the smoothie instead of frozen fruit or fresh fruit, if it was a time like in the winter when we didn't have it, but we did have our own canned fruit, and I'm loving the results of it. It's turning out really good. So I'm just going to show you my new easy peasy smoothie recipe. Of course, you can break it down to the measurements you need for your family or how many you're making, but I make a full blender full because that's what we use. And we did have a Vitamix before. It lasted us 2 years and it died. And ever since then, we've made out really, really well with the Ninja. And we got this at Walmart. You can get them at Sam's Club or wherever, but I really do like the Ninja for the price. So I'm putting it in 2 large level scoops. Just putting a little extra. That one wasn't all the way full of this, and this is again my Clean Greens new protein powder that I have been enjoying and the kids have been enjoying every day. Then I put in just 1 scoop of my greens. This is the pina colada flavor, but you can get whatever flavor you like. And then all I do to it from here is I can add some frozen bananas if you like that. If you don't like bananas, you don't have to. And then I add a little bit of either canned peaches or canned pineapple. I love doing the pineapple. There's just a couple peaches in here left over, so that's fine. But sometimes I do peaches and pineapple. That's totally fine too. You could do whatever canned fruit you like. The pineapple is really, really sweet, so that's what gives it that sweetness and that really good flavor. And then to that, I don't always add extra greens, but today I had these broccolis from the garden, so I'm just gonna go ahead in and add in some extra greens there today to that. So, and what I like to do is I keep my powders, let me put that back in there. I keep my powders and my greens and everything right here in my cabinet, easy access. So this way everything's easy. My blender is always out, my juicer's always out, and my powders are always right here. So easy for everybody to grab them, because you won't do it if you have to take all the extra steps. But if it's all right there, then you have no excuse. So you can play with it and make the recipe your own and however you want. I have one little girl who does not like bananas. She does not like them in any way, shape, or form. So a lot of times I'll make the smoothie like this, and then I'll pour hers out, and then I'll add in the frozen bananas for the rest of us, and then she's happy with that. But anyway, so that's what I think I'm gonna do. I'll blend this up and pour hers out first. some mulch. Have a nice little mulch pathway here to walk around. It's very nice. It's working out good. I think I might have them connected right there, so I can just walk all the way over. I mulched all in front of the garden today, which is just lovely, lovely, lovely. You can really see all my big cannas coming in now. It's all mulched. So pretty. So, so pretty. Hey Nugget, what you doing, girl? What you doing, girl? Oh my goodness. It's garden time, girl. Oh, look at
Is it ready?
Yeah, look at those beautiful
Is it ready?
Oh, let them go. Let them get bigger. I'll ask and see when we should harvest them. I've never grown radishes. Cover them back up, though. I know that. Cover them, you know, use your little mulch around there and cover them in really good. Tuck them in there so they keep growing. This was our sweet potatoes and regular potato part of the garden, and it worked out really, really well. And we were gonna put the greenhouse here, but we decided that we don't really need a greenhouse right this second because it's summertime in Texas, and we can wait on that and put that on the back burner for right now. We have the greenhouse. It's in our garage. It needs to be assembled. But what we could do for right now is we could plant more sweet potatoes back here. And since these are already, as you can see, filling in so nicely, you see those sweet potatoes? I mean, they haven't even had slips taken from them yet. So we're gonna be able to take a lot of slips from them, and there's more down here. Sorry, I don't know if you can see this too well, but there's another row down here. So we're gonna be able to take slips from these and these, and we're gonna be able to go ahead and fill in and do a lot more sweet potatoes down there. So that is pretty cool. Look at those sunflowers. They are gigantic. They're like probably 10 foot tall. I could get underneath of here. They're so big. They're so big. They came all on their own. I mean, just look at the girth on that. It's like huge. But anyway, yeah, so that's what's going on here in the back garden, the back part of the garden. And we're talking about the possibility of planting corn, planting a couple rows of corn too, just to see and to play around with it, just for the fun of it. I don't know how well it would do. There's lots of people around that plant corn straight in the ground here, and it makes out just fine. We've just never done it, and but since we're building our garden muscles up, and since our corn is doing so tremendously up here, we thought, why not go ahead and put a couple rows in. I don't know, unless you guys got some other suggestions for us of what else we could put in those back rows, but we're gonna have lots of sweet potatoes, guys. We will have abundance of sweet potatoes to share. And now it's officially all planted, and now we can go ahead and water it in. So I am so excited. We'll share all the details of this in the next video, but wow, we just totally doubled our food production here. So I'm really thankful. My oldest son, Matt, had this idea, and he just keeps saying it and saying it. He just wants to plant this, so just plant it, guys. If you got some dirt, plant, and we will see you next time right back here on the farm. Bye, guys.